Hello guys, and welcome to this tutorial on how to make this outfit using DivineCut. So we have some new features which we're going to try out in this tutorial, and we have new accessories which can change the game of what we've created. And we'll be having a look at Simply Material, which is an amazing add-on for materials, which really brings out that it's like the cherry on top of your cloth creation process. For a quick overview, we are going to generate the joggers and elastify the waistband using the new elastify function, add materials and fuzzles using Simply Material, add accessories, shoes, glasses, and finally use DivinePrint to stamp logos. So we're going to get started with the joggers. Select your character and you can see DivineCut over here. Oh, by the way, I got Human Gen. It's currently on sale on the Blender Market. Really cool add-on for creating characters. Love it. So many cool features. But yeah, let's get into the tutorial. We have DivineCut over here, and we're going to be making a new trousers rather. So click on new cloth. I've also been able to put the logo there, and we can set the positions, the pelvis, the hip over here, the knee, and the ankle. Generate trouser rig. Now these are joggers we're going to make, so I'm going to raise it to around here. I think that's fine. And just scale the waist so it's nice and snug onto the character, like that. The thigh circle, you can move it downwards, scale it, and just position it nicely, like that. The knee circle, almost fine. I'll just scale it down a little. And the ankle, since we're going to cuff the ankles for joggers, it's nice to make the ankle tight. Like that. I think that's pretty good. Then click on generate trouser.
You've done a fantastic job.
And we have trousers. Click on, first of all, I'm going to put this armature in rest position so it's not animating, so you can just see how it behaves first. And you can see we want these places a bit more baggy, so I'm going to go back to frame 1, click on inflate deflate, hold control since we're going to inflate, and just paint this area lightly so we have some inflation there. Press play, and that place is much more baggy, which is what I want, which is good. So the crotch area, if you want this place tighter, you can also paint inflation there, and with the strength a bit low, just gently tap around here so it shrinks. So it kind of shrinks this area. Press play, and you can see it's tighter. Alright, so I think this simulation is okay for me. Now we're going to use the new feature, which is elastify. So we want the waist area to be like elastic and the ankles as well. So what you're going to do is go into edit mode, select those faces. You can hold Alt, click on this line, it will select the loop. Hold Shift, Alt, and click on this line, it will select that loop as well. And press P to separate it. So we're going to separate this from the object. Go into object mode and select only that object. Then under the modifiers, apply the mirror and apply the subdivision modifier. Jump into edit mode and you can select everything. Let's go into edge select mode and press search. Under here you can have menu search. For me it's spacebar. Before we do that, sorry, you're going to subdivide. So select everything and subdivide it twice. So right click and subdivide, right click and subdivide, just so we have enough geometry that's going to make the elastic from. You can even subdivide it again for more geometry. I'm going to actually do that. And then press space or edit menu search, click on select boundary loop. So we selected the outer loops like this. And now we're going to select the rows that we do not want to elastify. That's like the separating rows of each band. So hold Alt and I'll select this row and this row. And down here as well, we just want 2 separations here. So I'll just select 1 row. And here as well, just 1 row in the middle. And that's fine. Then under design, you can see the new button here, elastify. Just click on that. And depending on your system, it will take a little while, maybe like 15 seconds, but yeah. Alright, so it is done, and this is the elastic. pretty cool. You can add a smooth modifier if you want after and drag it under the surface deform modifier, and you can increase it to maybe like 5, however smooth you want it to be, but for me 5 is okay, and that's cool. So now we're just going to edit the trousers to join this area a bit more. So select this loop, press G, move it down, and then press C so you can move it back up, so you can slide it back up. You could also just press GZ, but it's not as accurate, so you can press GG and then C so you can slide the opposite direction. They do the same for the bottom here, GG and then C, like that, and click on bind. So now it is bound and we have our trousers. We can now put this guy in pose position and play the animation, and we have really cool trousers. So I'm going to bake this. This is 100 frames. I'm going to bake it so you can see how this. Alright, so it's done baking, and this is the simulation. You can see we have some jagged edges. You can always enable the subdivision modifier here for more detail to smoothen it out, and set it to 2 if you want it even tighter. But yeah, awesome. Alright, so now for the fun part, we're going to start off with material. So we're going to have a look at Simply Material by Slower. I've had a bit of fun with it, and it's a really cool add-on. So I'm going to add a material to this elastic. So just under the when you install Simply Material, just click on Simply Material here, and it creates that material for you. You can do the same for these trousers, create Simply Material, and as easy as that. I already have the material set up, and that's why you can see the it's not the same as the first one. So what I'm going to do is just show you what I did. So I didn't really change too much. After adding material, I came on the colors, and you can see the base color here. You can see it originally it uses texture color, so just disable that, and you can see we have the black and the white. So whatever color you want here, you can change it in the menu here. I wanted mine grayish because it was white, and that's for the color. Then for the subsurface, because you can see there's this subsurface effect, it's on the extra shading subsurface, and you'd want to set it to Christensen Burley. Yeah, click on that one, and I've set the weight to 0.5, and it's really cool. You can also add hair fuzzles just by clicking this button and click on create hair fuzzles. So you can see we have that fuzz using geometry nodes, which is really cool. Then for this one, I'm just going to make it darker as well on the colors. Disable use texture color. You can see the white here. Click on that, and I'll just make it darker. And this isn't the only thing you can do with this add-on. There's so many more things. It comes with a huge pack of materials, which you can even manually use or just select from here. This is the basic pack that comes with it. So you have some really mad patterns here, and we have a huge library. So there's simply textures. I can't even go through all of them. There's the realistic ones like this, there's synthetic, there's colored, there's just so many. You can get lost with them. There's, yeah, when you go back, there's AI textures as well. We have art, and yeah, you can just make so many incredible things like this. So I'm going to be using it in more tutorials and go more in depth, but I just wanted to show you while it's on sale right now. And if it's no longer on sale, you can check the description of this video for a coupon code that he has given to us to use to get it even easier. So yeah, Simply Material is really cool, but for this tutorial, the base texture is kind of more than enough. I'm just going to give subsurface to this part of it. Where is the subsurface sheen? 0.5, and change it to Christensen, and that's fine. Okay, and I've also made DivinePrint work with it, so that's pretty cool. So we're gonna jump over to the last frame. You can see it looks really cool. So I'm going to add accessories onto this now. Going to add accessories. So under the asset browser, come over to Divine Assets, and you can see under Divine Accessories, we have a bunch of new things which I've added. The bow lace here is what I'm going to add first. So you're just going to drag it on here and click on Divine Accessory under DivineCut. Whenever you add a Divine object, click on Divine Accessory. So sometimes it does, or all the time it does something to make it work better, either snapping or some kind of special setup. So I'm also going to give it this material. So this material is Divine Trousers 003. So I'll change this to, I'll search for 003, and now they have the same material, and we can just drag it to the center and click on bind. But you can see under the surface deform modifier, it's set to Divine Trousers instead of this guy. This guy is Divine Trousers 003. So I'm just going to change that to 003 so that it binds to this instead of the trousers. Click on bind and bind again. And that's fine. So when you press play, the laces are also simulated. I don't know if they might not collide with the trousers by default. So just click on the trousers and click on toggle collision. So you can see collision turned on. So now other objects will collide with the trousers. So that's good for cloth layering. And there are more accessories we can add. This thingy, we can drag one on, smash it there, rotate along Z 90 degrees, rotate along X 90 degrees, and place it there, which is cool. And also want to set that material to 003, so they share the same material. Or sorry, we'll give it Divine Trousers material, so I'll change that to this, which is okay. And if you want it more better UV mapped, just select all these ones, come over to the UV map editor, select everything, and you can scale it down. This is S.5, S.5 again, S.5 again, and yeah, kind of the same resolution now. Awesome. You can now press bind. You can duplicate it. Great. We can actually join them all and then press bind. So we join with Ctrl J. We can also give it a mirror modifier. Mirror, but make sure the mirror is above the surface deform. Set the target as the trousers, and then click on bind. Great. So now we have those guys bound to the joggers. What else do we have? We have lots of accessories you can just, slap on. We have pockets, and we also have the shoe pack, which is new. So we have sneakers and trainers, which are sold separately. So on the DivineCut page, you can purchase any of the packs. So you can just drag on the shoes like so, reset rotation, and move them onto the feet of your character like that. And you can go into sculpt mode. If it's not perfect, use the elastic deform brush and just move it, sculpt it about so that everything moves proportionally. Kind of perfect as it is. So when you're done, click on Divine Accessory, it will mirror it, and then click on bind. The shoes bind a bit differently. They bind a bit differently, so it has an armature instead of surface deform, which is perfect for this. And we also have Crocs and slides. They're really cool as well. And we have glasses, the glasses pack. So you can just choose any pair of glasses, like these ones maybe. Reset rotation with Alt R. Move it to this part of your character's ear, and then from here you can now scale it onto your character. Scale it so the other ear matches, and then we can just scale it along the right axis like that. So this one, don't bind it, just click on the armature, go into pose mode, Control P, B. So parenting parenting it to the bone of the character. So now we have this so far. You can bake the lace here. So come over here, frame 100. I'm just going to bake it. Alright, so the lace is done baking, so you can just scroll through the timeline freely. And this is it so far. It's really really cool. The shoes also have simple materials. You have the body, sole. You can make the sole blue or something. The body can also be a shade of blue or the opposite. I'll just leave it. I don't know. Let me not waste time on that. But yeah, this is it so far. You can add more assets. We have this AC Divine Rubber. You can drag onto, let's say, this area. So let's make this a Nike pair of joggers. As I mentioned earlier, I've programmed DivinePrint to work well with Simply material. So what I'm going to do is set this rubber as the cloth object. I'm going to add the Nike logo to it, and then place your cursor here and import images as planes. So I'm going to click on Edit, Search menu, Images as Planes, and on my desktop I think I have the logos, the Nike logo. Let's drag it here. Enable snapping, align rotation to target, and just place the logo onto the thingy, and then click on, this is for if you have DivinePrint as well, click on spray and it will spray it onto the object. You can click on materialize and increase the bump strength and make it metallic if you want, gold, reduce the roughness, and just setting the material of what we just stamped on. So now with this guy selected, you can click on Divine Accessory. Set the joggers as the cloth object now, and then click on Divine Accessory so it snaps it onto the thingy. So right now we kind of got hair going through it, which I didn't plan for, but I'm sure there's a way to work around it. But it's using geometry nodes from the Simply material add-on, so I think, yeah, I'll find a way to work around that. Or we can just disable the hair, it's fine. Then click on bind and we're good to go. We've got that piece of rubber on the object. You can also add a logo to the trousers itself. So just add your image as plain. It's going to be weird because I'm going to add the Adidas logo as well. Just place it here, scale it down. Oh, I've also fixed DivineCut so you don't have to scale or stretch the image for it to work. Now we just press spray and it works instantly. So just click on spray and we have the Adidas logo. Adidas, whatever you call it. So yeah, that is everything. Oh, you would want to, before you spray, let me just go to my undo history. Before the spray, you would want to apply the mirror modifier so that it doesn't mirror to the other side. Then click on your image and click spray. So if you want, we can materialize this. Just click on materialize, and under your material settings, it will automatically bring up the principal shader of that spray, and you can just do whatever you like with it, really. Make it dark. If you increase the strength here, you can see the bump strength to 1. It gives it a kind of bump. So if I disable it, it's hard to see, I think, through the YouTube video, but it adds this layer of like embossment or something like that. So yeah, you can set all the material settings here. What else do we want to add? Is there any accessory we can throw on? I think this is okay, you know. We don't want to make it too complex. If you want to add pockets to this, it might get a little bit complex, but I'm just going to do it, try to do it really quickly. In fact, no, I will not do that in this tutorial. So yeah, this is it so far. I'm Okay, let me also add a zip just so you can see how the zip accessory works. So just drag it on and you can see we have one segment of a zip here. Click on, just place it onto the cloth wherever you want the zip to run along, then click on Divine Accessory. So it will take you into this mode where you're now extruding the curve. So just keep clicking E to extrude it, and you can press Ctrl T to twist if you need to twist it while you're extruding at any point. So yeah, just keep on extruding, Ctrl T, Ctrl T. This piece has gone through, don't worry, it's attached onto the trousers, not onto the body, so it's not just snapping onto the nearest surface. You can select everything, right click and set handle type automatic, and that will smoothen it out if that's the type of Bezier curve you want. Alright, so now that we're done, what you'll do is select the zip object, and you can give it a mirror modifier as well. Mirror, set the trousers as the object, and then click on bind. So it's now bound to the trousers. If you jump forward, you can see them clearer, which is pretty cool. So you can add loads of levels of detail. I'm just going to quickly add the shirt now and round up this tutorial. So I'm just going to click on new top.
Fear not, I am with you. Let the angels that were from the beginning.
And we're going to make
your garment pure and
a simple crop top. Generate rig. Scale this circle. Scale this circle. Let me just close this menu for now. Scale this circle and this one. I've also fixed the sleeve error. I haven't fixed the one that inverts yet, but sometimes it twists. So the geometry comes out, instead of being straight, it comes out with like a slight curve to it. So I've been able to fix that. Let's click on generate top. And okay, yeah, so it inverted. Just gonna press undo, and we want to turn this guy to face this other sleeve a bit more, and the neck circle, since the neck inverted as well, just gonna move it forward a bit or scale it. Generate top, and that's fine. So by default the shirt isn't really heavy, so I would want to increase. So you can see the sleeve, since it doesn't have so much mass, it gives it this stiffness. So just come under here, physical properties, and increase the mass to about, let's say 0.5 or 1 is also good. Press play and you can see it's much heavier, it drops down better. I'm going to bake this shirt as well. The cache set is already set to 100, which is the default range, and you can just press bake. Okay, so it's baked successfully. Go to the last frame and check. You can see it's fine, and we can enable the second subdivision modifier. Set it to 2 if you want, really smooth, and that's nice. I'm just gonna rename this to Divine T-shirt D, and on the Simply cloth, click on Simply Material. I have a nice default material here. I'm just going to give it some subsurface, 0.5, and set it to Christensen. Alright, and we're just going to slap a logo onto the middle. Really simple shirt. So click here, import images as planes, my desktop, tutorial logos, Nike logo, scale it down. I'll be in rendered mode or material mode. That's however big you want it to be. Enable snapping, align rotation to target. I think that's good. Then under DivineCut, under design, painting tools, click on spray. Undo, apply the mirror modifier, click on the image and click on spray. Brilliant. click on materialize, because of course we want it materialized, and under the material settings, whatever you want this to be, you can even make it glow. Under the emission, 3, and set the color of it if you want it to be a bright glowing effect of 30 if you want. I'm not really seeing the effect of the glow because there's no objects around it, but you can see it like that. It's a pretty light scene. Anyway, let me take this glow off the emission 0, and we can just have a normal black logo. But yeah, that's basically it, you know. DivineCut, DivinePrint. Okay, I always forget to wipe the back. So DivinePrint sprays through the object. I think you might also see it on the trousers. Yeah, so it sprays through the object. So always remember to select those faces where you don't want it, then click on wipe. Same thing for the trousers. You can see it sprayed the back. Just select those faces and click on wipe. I'm fond of forgetting to wipe. That sounded wrong, but yeah, that is it. It's really cool. I'm so happy with how, you know, direction things are going, the combination of this and textures, because like textures do a lot of heavy lifting as well in how detailed clothes look. But yeah, this is it. So far so good. The other addition is the ruffles. So under the design section, you can see we have new frills which add ruffles to clothes, but I'll make another tutorial showing that after this one. But yeah, that's been it. Have fun.